Here we go. We are live. Well, sort of. It's warm-up time, folks. It's warm-up time. Wait for people to arrive to the show. Counting down. A little bit of music to carry us through.
Story, don't even have my own. In the search for glory, gone with them sacred rules of old. They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Preacher man discovered, passed down from saint to sage, like a kind-hearted lover who's been lost on this stage. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Come on now. Saying they're right or wrong, I ain't no Texan dancer, Lord knows where I belong. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Junkie and the jigger just seen who done the crime. Captain pulled the trigger. Who's doing time? They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads. Is he yours or is he mine? Is he yours or is he
And there we have it. About to take the show live. Welcome to the show. Everyone that shows up, greatly appreciate those that come in live, and hope you enjoy the show. We'll be taking her live in just a moment. Looks good. Take her over as we get ready to enjoy a Thursday afternoon podcast from Plugins A to Z. Everything looking good. All the sounds are fine. Perfect. All right. Let's wrap it up and roll. It's episode 398, and I've got plugins for selling games, social media, world time, block management, and classic press options, all coming up next on WordPress plugins from A to Z.
WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 80,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join us for a weekly, unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress plugins from A to Z.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I'm John Overall. And I have the usual great show for you today, but right off the top, don't forget you can get all the show notes over at wpplugins.a2z.com. And if you got a couple of minutes, I greatly appreciate your time over on Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store, subscribing to the show and reviewing it for us. We greatly appreciate that time you take. Also remember, here on YouTube, if you're watching this live or you're coming in later to watch it, remember to subscribe to the show, hit the little bell down there on the bottom. That way you get notification of when new videos come up or when we're getting ready to go live. I do have a show that goes out on Saturday nights. Not every Saturday night. I tried to make it a regular, but it turns out I actually have a life on Saturday night sometimes. So it's an intermittent show, so you'll just have to tune in for it or watch for it. You can also follow the show up on Twitter at WP Plugins A to Z. You can join us on our Facebook page at WPPluginsA2Z.com. /A2Z.com. WPPluginsA2Z.com/Facebook. Let's get that one correct. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. It goes out every Friday, and it's got more information and tidbits in it that are not covered up in this show. With all that out of the way, let's dive right into the meat and potatoes of the show. All right, and to start off, I do have a couple of plugins that I have yet to use, but they're ones I thought people would like to know about. These are plugins that are sent in to me by developers to be reviewed, and either I don't have time to get them into a project, they're not needed for a project, I can't get them into a test site, but they've been accumulating, and I really think people want to know what these plugins exist, so I'm letting everyone know about them. First up, I have one that was sent in by Paul Meyerson, and this is a third-party service, and it's called Codeswholesale, and it's from Codeswholesale.com. Wow, that's a tongue twister. And here's what they have to say about the plugin. This is a plugin that provides you with the free extensions to online stores using WooCommerce. It's designed to integrate seamlessly into WooCommerce and give you unlimited access to over 2,000 digital games in the product catalog. This way you don't need to own them to resell them. It's basically a reseller's item that you can bring into your store. It's powerful. It's got lots of features, price and stock updates, postbacks, system notifications, replaces the manual price adjustment with the universal pricing rules, program your store to fulfill the orders in seconds. So I assume that they'll do the drop shipping for you and all the other little tidbits with it. It looks kind of interesting, but it is a third-party service you have to pay for or sign up for their little tester free to see how it works. All in all, if you're running a WooCommerce store and you're looking to add some additional products with minimal amount of effort and no stock overhead, check this plugin out. I give it a 3 dragon rating. Go check it out. It's called Codeswholesale, and it's at Codeswholesale.com. That's still a tough one to say. What I have next for you is a plugin that was sent in to us by Daniela Turcanu, and it's another third-party service. And this one here is Walls.io, and it's a social media feed plugin. And this being a third-party service, they do have a free account you can get to test it. It allows you to bring in feeds from all of the social media outlets out there, such as Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr, etc. And it creates a wall feed on your website for you. It's supposed to, from what I gather from reading everything on it, it helps keep that information up to date for you, maybe possibly dragging in more visitors to your site who might engage with you, buy your products or your services, whatever you're doing on your website. So it looks kind of interesting. Again, a third-party service with a free sampler that you can sign up for a premium account. Something to go check out if you're looking to add more content to your website through a little bit of work. All in all, it looks like a pretty decent plugin to help with that information. Go check it out. It's called walls.io, and I give it a 3 dragon rating. A frog this morning. I'm going to chase those frogs away. All right, currently this show is brought to you by...
Take the work and worry out of maintaining and caring for your WordPress website. JohnOverall.com has 20 plus years experience and offers hosting, maintenance programs, emergency support, and more to keep your site up to date and running smoothly. We offer free estimates and only bill you for the time used, not by the block. While you're caring for your business, let JohnOverall.com care for your website. Think of us when you think of WordPress. Visit JohnOverall.com.
Absolutely. And if you're tired of web hosting that slows you down, contact johnoverall.com for web hosting that won't slow you down. And contests. We do have a winner from the last contest for the WooCommerce Product Feed Manager. The winner is Mike. Congratulations to Mike. He's been notified. So as soon as he gets back to me, we will get him out his information for his license. So thank you to everyone who entered the contest last month. Much appreciated. It's a way to get yourself a free license. You just never know. All you got to do is enter your name and email address. And we do have a new contest coming up, and it starts on Friday, being tomorrow, on March 8th, and it will run through until April 4th. And we are giving away a 1-year expert license for Graaff Comment, which is a free and powerful commenting plugin system that has a premium version. So we're giving away the premium version license for it, and you'll want to check them out at graaffcomment.com. And I believe we might have even reviewed this plugin, but I'll have to get the further information about it. Anyway, something to bring in the comments to your WordPress website and hold them there. And you keep them, it uses a third-party service along with your site. It's kind of an interesting way of doing things. So anyway, it's something you may want to check out. It's Graaff Comment, and that contest will run from March 8th, March. We're in March now. March 8th until April 4th. So make sure you go to wpplugins.com/contest to enter the contest to win the 1-year license for Graaff Comment. Okay, what do we got next? We have world time clocks. Now, this one here is one that I had to search for. It turns out that if you're searching for a way to display actual clocks, not just digital time on your site, you've not a lot of choices out there at the moment. And a couple of them that are out there that work, they use Flash. And well, everyone knows where Flash is going. This here is called JClocks, GMT, World Clocks. And it is a plugin that will work not only as a widget, which almost all of them are pure widget. This also uses shortcodes that you can then place on a page or a post so that you can create multiple clocks for world times across the globe. So if you're setting up a page, and in my particular instance, I was working on a client site, and they had offices all over the globe, so they needed time clocks on a particular page so everyone could look at one page and see the time zones for all the different offices they have. And seeing the digital stuff doesn't always equate if you're a person that gets used to seeing analog clocks. I know that analog clocks are a little rough for a lot of the younger folks out there, but digital, the way to go. Or not digital, but analog, the way to go. At any rate, great plugin, works wonderful. The shortcodes have a lot of input variations to allow you to have different clock faces, different time zones, different titles, a whole bunch of little things in it. It worked great. Just install it, activate it, either set it as a widget, set your shortcodes, and poof, it worked. Really nice plugin. It is an older plugin, so I do know it works with the latest version of WordPress and also works in Classic Press, so something you might want to check out. It's called J Clocks GMT World Clocks, and I give it a 5 dragon rating. Go check it out. Still looking for that listener feedback? You got questions you'd like answered, anything that gets you excited, feedback about the site, anything, send it my way. You can do that by going to our contact page at wppluginsa2z.com, or you can drop a speak pipe just in the lower right hand corner, hit the little leave a message button, and it'll record your voice and send it in to me. You can get hold of me via direct email or off the Facebook or Twitter pages, anywhere. Get a hold of me. I do get back to people, sometimes not as quick as I should, but I do get back to people, and I look forward to your comments and questions and anything you'd like to give me. This show also value for value model, meaning if you get any value out of it, please give some value back. And in that vein, I like to acknowledge all those who have donated to the show in the past week, past month. Currently, I'd like to acknowledge and thank all the Patreon donors out there that donate small amounts. The Patreon payment came through this month, so thank you very much for that. Those are $50 and over. They get a note read out here, and everyone below 50, thank you very much for your support. It remains anonymous. And if you would like to support the show, just go to wppluginsa2z.com and /donate to donate to the show. Fill out the form, submit it to PayPal, and I will get your donation. And those donations do not actually make it to my pocket. They help support the things we do on the show, such as transcripts, server bandwidth. Yeah, that's pretty much where it all goes right now. Eventually, it might pay for some of the time I put into it, but I'm not worried about that. A big thank you also to those that hire me because of the podcast. That's as good as donating to the show as far as I'm concerned, because that helps pay for my time. So thank you very much. Hey, the final actually I got one more. I got a couple. Next plugin I've got for you here. This one here is, if you've started working in Gutenberg, you'll understand this a little bit. I mean, I've started to work with Gutenberg bits and pieces. I have a couple of smaller clients that are using Gutenberg. And one of the things in Gutenberg is all the blocks that get installed. And many of those blocks can be confusing. Some of them might not even be useful for your customers. You might just want to get rid of them and turn them off. This is a plugin to do that. It disables Gutenberg blocks. It is a block manager to go in and add or disable a whole bunch of blocks. It supports turning off core blocks, advanced Gutenberg blocks, cadence blocks, jetpack blocks, editor blocks, WooCommerce blocks, Orbit Otter blocks. It's got a whole list of blocks that you can turn off with this plugin. And according to them, they're adding more to it to help you control your blocks, because you can end up with a lot of blocks, confuse your customer. They only need to do the stuff they need to do, or even yourself if you're working on a website. You only want the stuff you want to do. You don't want to open it up and have a whole list, scroll through, categorize, all the other stuff. Great little plugin, works very nice. Just turn it on, turn off the stuff you don't want to see, and it's not going to be shown. Great plugin, works well, and we always love free plugins that work well, which get a top 5 dragon rating. Check it out, disable Gutenberg blocks block manager. And finally, we have Classic Press options. This one here is to talk a little bit about the Classic Press plugin, since I do have a site right now that is going Classic Press, and I need to be testing and using stuff on it and bringing stuff into it. This week's Classic Press plugin is called Shortcode Factory. And Shortcode Factory offers a wide range of ready-to-use shortcodes for your daily WordPress operations. There are plenty of shortcodes available to hand, and they try to bring the most common shortcodes to you. It's got shortcode templates. No need to remember them, for shortcodes for posts and pages, users and roles, forms and fields, UI and utility, and I think it's got an ability for you to go in and edit your own. All in all, it looks like a pretty good plugin to use in your website if you use shortcodes. And I use a lot of shortcodes, especially like the WP plugins site. I've got an old plugin in there that manages all our shortcodes that handle a lot of stuff in there. So This is one you'll want to go check out. It looks to be a pretty great plugin. It's called Shortcode Factory, and I give it a 4-dragon rating. So that wraps it up. I covered up in this show here the Codeswholesale plugin, which I gave a 3 to. The social media feed plugin, which I gave a 3 to. The J Clocks GMT World Clocks, which I gave a 5 to. The Disable Gutenberg Blocks Block Manager, which I gave a 5 to. And the Shortcode Factory, which I gave a 4 to. So make sure you go check these out. Couple of quick reminders. The next WordPress Meetup in Victoria will be April 3rd, and it will be broadcast live on YouTube. For location, more information, go check it out at wppluginsa2z.com/meetup. So if you're in the Victoria area, please come out to the meetup, man. Join us. We got a pretty good group of people that are coming out regularly now. Somewhere around 20 to 30 people show up regularly. And you can meet other WordPress users, get some tips and information. The next meetup presentation I'll be giving is SEO 101, which is basic SEO setup for your WordPress website and things you want to think about and do. So make sure you join it. It will be broadcast live, and the live streams have been getting better and better. So I'm pretty sure the next one will be even better than the last one. Be sure to check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel where you find training videos, screencasts, and more. And little by little, I'm getting more of those training videos up as I find the plugins that I need to do them for. And a final note to developers out there, if you'd like to support the show, you'd like to donate a premium license to be used in a future contest, please go to wppluginsa2z.com/contest to enter all of your information. And a final note, please subscribe to the newsletter. Just go to the website, scroll down a little bit, enter your name and email, and subscribe to the newsletter. That's pretty much all I've got for you today. So thanks everyone for listening. I really greatly appreciate your time, and I'm going to let my girl take us out of here.
Reminders for the show. All the show notes can be found at wppluginsa2z.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the Friday newsletter for more useful information delivered directly to your inbox. WP Plugins A to Z is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins created by developers because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to wppluginsa2z.com/donate and set the donation level that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing the show at Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store. You can also watch the show live on YouTube, check out the screencasts and training videos, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of all new videos. Also, follow the show on Twitter at WPPluginsA2Z. John can be reached at his website at johnoverall.com or send him an email, john@wppro.ca. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today. Thank you very much again, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. More information, tips, please drop over to the website. Leave me some contact info. I'll be happy to help you out. Leave comments below in the YouTube videos. I really am looking for feedback. So that's all I've got. Take care now. Bye-bye.